Hello everybody. Welcome back to another storage closet session. My name is Kiki and today we're going to talk about the Rory situation because the Rory situation is crazy. That's what you got to say, I guess, to make it seem really dramatic. But it does look very bad, okay? So I actually don't even know how this happened. I feel like it has something to do with Rory saying that he hopes that Clips wins at Grammys or something. And then I don't know. They started going through his old tweets. I don't know why this happened. It has something to do with that, which by the way, I do want to say that I do agree. Like I think that any category that they are both in, I do hope that the Clips wins. And also, even if they do win, I don't feel like Kendrick is gonna like go away with nothing because he's nominated in like other categories for Luther. But anyways, it don't matter. He said something about he wanted the Clips to win over Kendrick, and then all these tweets started resurfacing. Something like that happened, and the tweets are very disrespectful towards black women and their hair and dark skinned women and stuff like that. And so here's the thing that I find very interesting. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I saw a tweet, which I'm not gonna put on the screen because I eventually found out that the person that had tweeted it was a Drake stan. So it is what it is. But they pretty much said something like Rory should know that black women don't really care about this, or so like us black women want Rory to know that that we don't care and this is fake outrage because black men talk about black women like this all the time and blah, right? And I do want to say that there is a hint of truth in that tweet, and that is that black men talk about black women like this all the time too. Now what I don't agree with is that because they don't get the same heat as Rory's getting right now, does means that he should get no heat. That's not I don't agree with that. Okay. They should all be held accountable. Black men should be held accountable for talking about black women like that. And especially white men should be held accountable for talking about black women like that. Here's the thing though, okay? What I genuinely feel like, because he had this spaces, I had recorded this video yesterday, and then I had found out that Rory had apologized. So I deleted that one, and then I watched his apology, and then now I'm re-recording this video. I should have just kept the original one because the apology did not. Okay, no. It did not change my mind. It made me want to talk about more stuff. Um, so I feel like the real issue is that I don't feel like this came out of nowhere with the way that Rory was speaking. I feel like, if anything, Rory was mimicking the people that he was around, which primarily was black men. And I also find it interesting that they probably was just hee ha ha kikiing with him because when I watched his apology, Darth Maul was sitting next to him because it's their both show. Okay, Darth Maul is sitting next to Rory, and Rory is starting to apologize. He's saying I shouldn't have done the spaces, you know, I feel I apologize to the people that felt like they were like if I offended anybody. That's what he see, that's what I hate. I hate when people say that. If I upset you, if I offended you, if you're gonna say if in your apology, then you really don't give a fuck. Because you're pretty much saying, I don't actually feel like I did anything wrong, but I'm just gonna say sorry to make you feel better. I don't think that he actually understand that he did something wrong because Darth Maul was just sitting there right next to him, trying to say, oh well, see, this the difference between me and you, because in our age and stuff, this is really showing our age gap. Which, what I feel like he meant when he said that, when Roy was trying to apologize and Darth Maul was just sitting there speaking nonsense. He was I feel like what he was saying when he said this is showing our age gap, is what he was really meant by that is, I've been so lame and goofy and fat and sloppy and absurd on this earth for so long, that like I know what it's like to be like lame and sloppy and a dork. And so I don't feel like, at this point they can't hate me anymore. And that's the difference in age between us, is that you're still younger than me. So when people call you out for stuff, you feel the need to apologize. But because I'm such a dork and lame and fat and ugly, and I've been here for so long, being a dork and having no friends and being weird, like I'm just used to it. I feel like that's what he was saying when he said like that's showing the age gap between us. And so I don't know what the fucking girl on the show name, uh she's sitting there talking about some, oh well, the internet is not a real place, and like nobody care for real, blah 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 blah. And then he was still trying to say like, but I can see, with me having my white face and then having those tweets right there, um like it looked crazy, so I want to apologize if anybody was offended. And this right here, like, okay, of course, Darth Maul is like an exception in the sense that, like, he is like bottom of the barrel black men. But in a sense, like, nobody checked Rory before this. So he might be sitting there listening to Darth Maul and being like, oh, well, yeah, maybe the black people don't fucking care for real. Maybe it really is just the Kendrick stands and blah 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 that care, and blah blah blah. And he was sounding crazy as hell in that spaces. People, I really don't know what's so difficult to just be like, uh, my bad. I shouldn't have been saying that stuff. I got too comfortable. You know, he was trying to say maybe one of my black girlfriends took my phone and tweeted that stuff. See, this is another thing, right? Is that people think that I have black friends, I date black women, I da 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 da. You're not certified, you're not valid. I don't fucking care. You can still date black women, marry black women, sleep with black women, and still not like black women or care about black women. So, because a lot of black men do it every day. Um, but I really feel like the real issue is the black men that was around him. They started going through Joe Budden's old tweets and seeing him saying stuff like, "Oh, if you blah blah blah, then I'm gonna leak pictures of you cuddling with a dark skinned woman." What? It I just want to say, okay, being black on Twitter or just the internet in general in the 2000s to 2010s, it was a rough time period, okay? Being a black woman on the internet was rough because you would get it from all angles. You would get it from every single angle, especially if you was a dark-skinned black woman. You was the internet was a rough place in the 2010 in the 2000s and 2010s, okay? I had I mean, like, I remember being on Twitter in the early 2010s and seeing the way that black people was treated back then. So it really is rough. And then that I feel like that's why a lot of them do resort to I don't know if I got the sound effect, but if I got it, it's gonna be here. Okay. On the internet back then, because it's like, damn, it ain't nowhere where I could be safe on this John. And people be like, oh my god, I miss when the internet was a place where people wasn't so sensitive. And they basically meant like, oh, I love when I could just bully women and black people and nothing would happen to me. That's pretty much what people mean when they say that. I love people. I miss the internet when everybody was not so sensitive. They just meant I miss bullying. Oh, and gay people. I miss bullying black people and gay people and women. Those were the days. They were so fun. And so this brings me to another point, okay? And that is that black men are horrible gatekeepers, okay? I feel like they the ones that's always like, we need to keep the gate, close the gate, we need better gatekeepers. And they literally talk about them like y'all they be the horriblest gatekeepers. They be rushing to open the gate to let any white boy that can step with kappas into the gate. Oh my god, coming to cookout, Rory. I saw you stepping with the kappas. I bet you know how to do the electric slide, and I bet you eat burnt hot dogs. Like, girl, ooh, and your shoes nice. I bet you date black women too. No, don't worry. He don't mean that. He got a black girlfriend. He got a black baby mama. He don't mean that. He was just joking. I don't think that token white people are a requirement in black spaces, and I think that as soon as they get out of hand, they should be kicked out. I think that they should be much better vetted, for one, because there be goddamn near no vetting for these Neanderthal descendants that be wanting to intrude upon black culture, and then y'all just be, ooh, come on my show. Ooh, Rory off the show. Okay, let's go get a new white dude. I don't even know what the white dude on Joe Budden name is. I don't know what he be doing. But I'm just saying, it's like y'all pretend like y'all gotta have a token white person in the space. And y'all really don't. I promise you don't, okay? If y'all, and I feel like y'all need to be real more serious about removing these people when they act crazy, when they get too comfortable and they start talking crazy about black people. Because why the fuck is mom sitting there like, oh bro, like nobody really care for real, like it ain't that big of a deal, when he had some wicked tweets that people was pulling up. Joe Budden had him on the show. I'm just saying, because then you gonna get another meth head Matthew situation where everybody's like, come to the cookout, stop inviting people to cookout invitations, no more, no more of that, stop. It ain't no cookout. As a matter of fact, it don't even exist. There isn't one. Okay, from now on, it's not even about invitations. It don't exist no more. Okay, it's a secret. It's like a secret clubhouse. From now on, it's a secret clubhouse. People say not invited. You say there isn't one. It's canceled. Just like that. So that's all I'm saying. What I really wanted to come here to talk about, for real, was that I feel like the real issue is the people that was around Rory, because nobody was checking him. He probably learned to talk like that from them. He probably had them. So, ooh, I can't stand a black woman with a weave. Ooh, I ooh, her natural hair be nappy and blah 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 blah. Talking about Blue Ivy hair. Oh, they didn't have a comb for Blue Ivy on set. He was probably just talking straight like the dudes that he was surrounded by. So I'm just, and you don't think that that Darth Maul talk like that? Look at him. Look at him. You don't think that a dude that looked like that talk like that about black women? It always be the crunchiest, ugliest, musty lookingest ones that be sitting there talking crazy as hell about black women. So that's all I'm saying. Black men, because I know that for some strange reason, so many men follow this page. Do us all a favor and check your white friends. Be better gatekeepers. Stop letting everybody in, because we still having this issue. I thought that we had solved this problem 2 years ago, and it's still going. Okay, we said cookout invitations was canceled, was gone until further notice, like 2 years ago, and y'all still handing them out, and y'all still not kicking them out of here. That's all I'm saying. Please heed my advice, okay? I come in love and peace. I come in peace and love. I'm saying this from a place of love. I love y'all. I know 33% probably of my followers are hate follows, but to the other 66%, please understand. I'm saying this from a place of love. We gotta stop this. We gotta start checking these people. Y'all got we all gotta collectively do better. Okay. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope that y'all liked it. Y'all probably hated this video. I hope that y'all liked it. What do you think? Do you hate the opinion? If you hate my opinion, do you think I should jump off a cliff? Do you think I should jump off a bridge? The tallest bridge? Mount Everest. How painful do you think it would be to jump from the top of Mount Everest and land on the ground? Oh my god. I'll find out if you guys tell me to. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, you're cute, and I hope that I see you on the next video. Bye.